Hey guys, how's it going? Finally dropped another engine build video. Finally got the head back from the machine shop, and after some fitment issues with a head gasket and some dowel pins, I finally got some new parts and we're ready to throw this thing together. So here's the head, fresh back from the machine shop, decked, new valve guides, one new exhaust valve. This guy was bent, new valve seals, pressure check, all that stuff. Came out to like 500 bucks. Here is the new Golden Eagle head gasket that's specifically set up for LSV. I had a JE head gasket and I tried to widen the hole with a dull drill bit, so that didn't work out too well for me. So that's why I purchased this. These holes are already widened for the step dowel pins. I'm gonna get the block all cleaned up on the deck surface and get ready to drop the ARPs in, and then I will throw the head gasket on and torque it. So here are the Golden Eagle stepped dowel pins to mount the VTEC head on the non-VTEC block. They go here and here. These fit really well compared to the no-name brand ones that I previously bought. I'm going to head over to the block and make sure that everything fits well there as well. When you're assembling a LS VTEC engine, the dowels need to go on the two outer holes on the exhaust side, the side of the dipstick tube. Drop these guys in. Boom, boom. Look at that. These fit awesome. Really like the fitment on these guys. Definitely recommend these dowel pins over the eBay version. Here are the ARP head studs I've purchased for a V18C VTEC. They're the 7/16. They're no L19 or anything like that. These are going to be torqued down to 80 foot-pounds, 3 equal steps. I'm probably going to do like 30, 60, and 80. Make sure to get these guys clean before you install them. Use ARP assembly lube. Just run them down the block. They say use hand tight. I use a tool just to spin them in. Just barely tighten them down. I'm going to get these guys all cleaned up and throw them in the block. Alright, so I got all 10 head studs threaded into the block lightly, just barely more than finger tight. I'm going to give the block a quick wipe down now that all the studs are in, and then I'm going to throw the head gasket on. This is an 82mm Golden Eagle head gasket, as it says in the instructions. What does it say this? GEM face down. Here it is, so it goes the opposite of that. Alright, I'll get back to you once I drop the head gasket on. Here is the Golden Eagle head gasket sitting down on the block. See, it says up right here, and this guy lines up, so I know that I have everything facing the right way. Gonna get a quick wipe down on the head before I flip it over and throw it down on the block. Hardest part about this is to make sure that you don't scratch the bottom of the deck surface with the head studs. Ugh. There it is. She's in. I'm going to drop all the ARP washers in off camera and then start torquing these nuts down. all the washers drop down into the engine. Next step is I'm going to take all the ARP nuts, put some assembly lube on the inside of them, and torque them down. I'm trying to do this with a 3/8 torque wrench because this is a snap-on. I trust it a little bit more than a regular one, but we'll see if I can get this thing up to 80. I'm gonna do 3 sets. I'm gonna start at 20, then I'll do like 50, then I'll do 80. Alright, I just torqued all the studs to 50 foot-pounds. I'm going to do the final pass to 80. Always sketchy torquing these things. Oof. Head's torqued, we're all set. I'm gonna double check the torque in 24 hours and we should be good to go as far as the head installation goes. Here it is, installed on the engine. I think the next step that I'm gonna take right now is I'm gonna throw the spring type LMAs in here, and then I'm going to probably set up the oil feed for the LS VTEC. So I'm using a set of spring type LMAs from Supertech. They were pretty cheap, they're like 80 bucks. But I'm just gonna throw some assembly lube down the holes where they sit and then just drop them in. Here are the spring type LMAs dropped into all their holes. Got a little bit of assembly lube everywhere, but whatever. Next step, I'm gonna get the Golden Eagle sandwich plate all set up. Basically, all you gotta do is throw the sandwich plate on here like this, take out this plug right here, and the oil line runs from here up to there, just to supply oil to the head. I'm going to install this with a little bit of RTB on it because it is an MPT thread. I'm going to install the block off. Probably going to be taking it out for an oil temp or pressure gauge, but I need to install it now with sealant so I don't forget. I'm going to apply a little bit of silicone, not RTV, but silicone lubricant right here just to get a good seal. This is a 1-inch nut or 26 millimeter, whichever. Just snug it down, don't need to tighten it crazy. Here is the Golden Eagle LS VTEC kit installed. Goes from here down to here. The hose seems like it's a little bit too long, but I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, maybe I can put like a 90 AN or something like that in there. But I think I'm going to throw the intake manifold on just to make sure everything clears and kind of get this thing sealed up. So here it is. I just got the Skunk 2 intake manifold thrown on real quick. Used some extended studs I got off eBay. Thermal gasket. Looking pretty good. I'm glad I could make some progress on this engine. I think the next episode is probably going to be installing the rocker rails in the head, getting all that set up, and then putting a timing belt on this thing. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, give me a follow on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.